I guess if I had a concern about going into my major, it would be just not being taken seriously.
I'm still worried that whenever I do become a nurse or hopefully become a nurse in a hospital, like the patients won't take me seriously. Be like, oh, this man wasn't just smart enough to be a doctor, or he just didn't want to work hard enough. And I think that stigma is still out there. Yeah, so whenever I chose to be a nurse, I definitely thought I was gonna be made fun of. It's definitely not. I don't think it's something that a lot of guys look to as like their first choice if they want to go into healthcare. It's always, I want to be a doctor.
So, going into my major, I am not worried about being made fun of because I do not care for people's opinions, especially negative criticism.
Going into education as my major, I've never been too afraid of being made fun of because I felt like that it really suits me, my personality. Other people might be persuaded to not go into this major because typically in the end, it's hard to get a job coming out of, and it's not very, at the start, you don't get paid a whole lot of money. So I can see how people will be persuaded to go into a different topic.
In major leadership roles like CEOs, I think women make up like 9% worldwide. Like, it is such a small fraction of leaders, and we're not really represented. But I mean, I know they're not afraid of being made fun of, so why would I care? Because I could be one of them someday.
So I do have a lot of pressure from like my parents and my other aunts and uncles and some friends. Just like, why don't you have you looked at med school at all? Like, is that an option for you? Like, oh, we would help you pay for it all, and it'd be like, I think you could do it. It's like, no, that's not really what I want to do with it. It's not. I don't really want to become a doctor. It's never been in my sights. Nurses have always been kind of the heroes in my eyes.
I find that sometimes as classes will put me with other people that go into my major, I found that typically I'm the only guy in the class. I remember taking my first semester, I took a geography class, and everyone had typically around the same major I was, and there was only one other guy in there, and there was like 10 girls. So it's a little uncomfortable. It's a little intimidating because yeah, I'm the only guy kind of going into a education major.
So the first thing I've noticed being a woman in a business field is in my class. Last semester, I was one of like 4 or 5 girls, and there were like 20 something boys. Like, we were pretty outnumbered.
Being an education major, I know coming out of college that I will not be paid the most money. And it has, like, a lot of times it's tempted me to just kind of give up and find something else. But I know that in the end, I'll be happy doing what I come to school for.
I don't think I've ever been tempted by stereotypes to just give up, and I think part of that is just because of who I am and my drive to do good, to be able to provide for myself, my family. I just want to be successful, and I don't want to give up just because I might be outnumbered in the office someday, or I might be like not be taken seriously for some small reason.
Yeah, I have been tempted to agree with them a lot, either in changing my major or like pursuing med school.
I am very happy with my major choice, and I think I picked it because of just the opportunities. I didn't really think like, oh, I'm a woman, I'll be a minority. I was just more like, oh, there's so many opportunities to be successful.
Yeah, I'm very happy with this choice. I love all the science that goes into it. I love the process of figuring out like what's wrong with the patient and then like kind of administering that medicine to make them better or just like both in the physical and like the emotional connection side.
I am going to be very happy with my choice as a major because growing up, I've always enjoyed school. I've always enjoyed helping people. And I feel that if I become a teacher, I can help young kids get the education they need. And that's always kind of made me happy in life, is just helping other people.